Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Tim. I started the channel to document my journey to a sub-3 marathon, and it's going really well at the moment. I might sound out of breath, but I'm currently on my long run, going uphill about 10 to 15 meters every kilometer for about 12k. Then I'll go downhill, then I'll come back up that hill and then go 12k downhill home. I'm trying to average around like basically my marathon pace. So yeah, today I've not posted in, God, must be a couple of months. So today I'm gonna have a bit of a chat during this long run. Then when I get home, have a bit more of a chat about training, plans going forward, and why I've not posted so much for so long. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 1k, which is just mental, and I appreciate all of you for subscribing. I've been talking for way too long going up this hill, so I'm going to settle in, be back with you in a sec. Almost at the 10k point, still going uphill, another 2k uphill, and then I'll get some downhill to chat to you. The audio's not great because of the wind. I'll just do a voiceover and I'll see you at home, but I'm gonna get this run done, hopefully marathon pace or quicker for 32k. We're in a great place for Chester in 5 weeks now, I think. So yeah, let's go. Finally, after 12k we got some downhill, we got some speed in the legs. So hopefully the heart rate will come back down, even though we're going much faster. And yeah, I'm feeling good. 12k is a long time to be running up a constant kind of uphill, but it's fun. Look at that view, guys. This is kind of my new town, my new area. This is my new, pretty much my new long run road. I've got a cycle track as well, which is a lot flatter, but Chester's reasonably hilly, so getting some elevation in during a long run is, yeah, it's going to be good. I'd rather do it on rolling hills, but I kind of need to drive somewhere to find some rolling hills, and I don't really have time at the moment, but I'll go over why I don't have time when I get back home. And also I want to go over how I'm fueling, plan for Chester. So yeah, I'll see you when I get back home and let you know how the run goes. See you in a bit. Oh God, a standoff. All right, they're giving way. I think we're good. All right, that's 28k, 4k to go. Alright, we're back at home and it's actually the day after, and if you're wondering, I did successfully navigate the cattle grid at around 30k, so I'll put some footage of that. And I also just recorded about 10 minutes of chatting without the mic on, so I'm gonna redo it. The long run went really good. We did 32k and average about 4 minutes and 15 seconds per k, which is my marathon pace, or the marathon pace that I want to be able to hold. I feel like my heart rate was kind of pretty reasonable, and I'm reasonably happy with the amount of elevation gain with that heart rate that I got. And I do think I could have held that pace for a fair bit longer. During my marathon time trial, I started to cramp or tighten up in my hamstrings at about 35, 36k. I've not done a long run of that length yet, but I do feel like I can maintain speed in the legs for a lot longer than I used to be able to, so hopefully I can fight that off during Chester Marathon. And I think all the fitness that I've gained over the last few months, I really do feel like I can attack that sub 3 goal and even push even faster to around 4:10 per k, but the target will be that sub 3 pace. Depending on how long you run over the distance, hopefully we can get that sub 3. In terms of fueling for Chester, I showed some footage during the long run. I'll be using soft flasks and I'll be putting some gels in those with a little bit of water, shaking them up, and then I'll be taking 3 or 4 sips every 5k. And I've been doing that to fuel my long runs, and it feels pretty good. My stomach can handle it. I just find it so much easier just to whip that out of your pocket, take a few sips, and then pop it back in your pocket. You don't even have to try and shove it in the side of your half tights. All you need to do is like hold the bottom in it and then just keep running, and it slowly just falls in, which is just so handy. No bother with, like, you don't need to bother with opening up gels and trying to deal with pushing them to get them down. It's just a few swigs and then you're good to keep going. So yeah, I find it hassle-free, and you don't need to deal with waste as well when you're running. Sometimes you're trying to find a bin because you can't just dump it on the road. Yeah, you can just dispose of it at home, yeah, and take this off last. I highly recommend doing that. Also, the reason I've not been posting, you would have seen in the Glasgow 10k vlog that we were doing up a pottery studio, and I've been working pretty much 7 days a week, so helping Jen out on the weekends and then doing my full-time job Monday to Friday. So it's been a bit tricky to find the time to be able to edit. I would have time to film videos because I could just film while I'm out running, but yeah, having the time to edit is something else, and it's not really been possible recently, but hopefully we can get into a routine soon, and yeah, I can start posting again. We also just moved house as well, so we are only 5 minutes walk away from the pottery studio, and hopefully that means that we can dedicate a bit more time to filming some YouTube content and yeah, keeping you guys entertained. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video today, guys. I have planned to do a Evo SL kind of update video review. So I've done about 850k in one pair and just over 700k in another. So I'm just going to do an update on how they're holding up and if they're worth getting for like a daily trainer that you want to use for a long period of time. So yeah, I'm going to do that one. Stay tuned for that. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so and come on the journey with us, and I'll see you in the next video.